Hey guys, welcome back to WasenshiDo Dojo. Today's class is about warm-ups, and this is part 2 of warm-ups. So get into some sweet gear and let's get started. First thing we're going to do with our warm-ups is going to start to jump and bounce up and down. Relax those arms. And if this is too much for you, you can stay on the balls of your feet and just bring the heels up. Let your body bounce. Kind of jiggle. Don't be afraid of that jiggle. All right. And if you can keep bouncing a little bit, shake the arms out. You can kind of go back and forth, left and right. Switch your stance a little bit. All right, now as we're bouncing, take a deep inhale in and exhale, open the mouth and push all the air out. So push all the air out by going all that stale air that's stuck in there. You can do that a couple times. All right, shake those legs out. And let's get into some leg swings. So take a hand to the wall or a railing or something if you want to. We're going to start with just back swings. So bring my knee up and just swing back. Keep your hips nice and square. And start slow, start easy. 5, 6, go for 12. Don't try to get it as high as you can, just get a nice little warm-up stretch. Okay, switch. Careful with that lower back. Keep the lower back nice and neutral. It's a swinging stretch, so it's a dynamic stretching. That probably wasn't 12, but that's okay, it doesn't matter. All right, let's go to the side. So I like to swing my leg up to the in front of my body here. Okay. Be careful with the groin muscles here. Start low and slow, and you can go up whatever feels comfortable. Again, shooting for around 12. It doesn't really matter. You can do more if you want. Get a couple little cracks and pops. You don't want that, but go slow. Especially if you're first starting out doing this. And one of these days I'll be counting. I'm not used to shooting videos and counting, so I'll get used to it. All right, let's do a little bit of front kicks. So you can have your hand on something if you need. Just swinging a swinging front kick. I like to just tap the toes with the hand or the top of the foot. 6, 7, 11, 12, and switch. If you have the balance, you can swing it and tap. A little more advanced. So just step and swing. Swing. If it's real low, just kick to the waist. Tap the shin. It's just a warm-up. We're not going for split kicks. All right, so let's start with the neck. So we're gonna kind of do a head to toe. So side to side with the neck. Start slow. Again, so the neck, it's gonna go start with it going real easy. All right. And now from the side, a half circle from up to the side and down, up. Semicircle, neck. my neck doesn't like to go up over the top. If you go kind of up and over, straight over instead of over the back like that. So just go like a half circle. All right. And let's do some shoulders. Nice deep breath. And switch. All right. Don't let your belt get in the way, or you put it in its place. All right, some hips. So let's do some spinal twists. So, like we've been doing, palm heel strikes. Hands coming back to the side of the face for good habits and good practice. Try to keep your hips a little bit square so you can get a nice spinal twist out of it. Again, just start easy and then you build it up from there. You can point your fingers here. You can also throw vertical punches, vertical fists. Okay. Verticals straight to in a straight line in front of your face like this. Just as long as you're getting a nice spinal twist. None of these like horizontal fist kind of punches. Those are not practical. Okay. Vertical fists. If you're ever even going to use your fist in a real situation, vertical fist, you get all that power in a straight line here. Instead of, see on the camera, your fist is out and you can kind of go out and turn, and that's better. But there's no reason to turn, you just do this. Because if you turn like this, there's still all this movement in the wrist and all that kind of elbow. It's just more pressure on the elbow and the shoulder. It's just not needed. Vertical fist, unless there's some real reason. All right, let's go to the hips. Hip circles. And I hope the mic's not too close to my face. Switch. Start with small circles if you want, if this is new, and move to bigger circles. These are longevity exercises. So these are for anybody and everybody. Just at how long, and I used to teach at the senior center. So I teach the seniors, people in wheelchairs, people just that could only sit, couldn't stand. And I also did it for the one group that could stand up and do some of the Tai Chi and the yoga and the movement and all that kind of stuff. So, and let's go into, I think we're going to move on from there. Squats. Squat down, keep your feet flat. If you can't keep your feet flat, go up on the balls of your feet, and that's fine. Pressing out the knees. All right, nice deep breath. But the idea is to get into a squat. You should be doing this every single day. Careful if it's hurting your hip flexors. That's why we're going to do some yoga and some cool down stretches. We'll be working those hip flexors. And then, of course, the ankle flexibility here and your Achilles tendon and the ankle and the calf muscle. That's all, going to get loosened up and more flexible as you do this more and more. So you can kind of go back and forth like I'm doing. You can kind of use your hands and kind of press in just lightly. As long as it's not uncomfortable or any pain, you can kind of just lean into that foot and that whole ankle. Feel it stretch in the back of the calf through that whole tendon and there's ligaments in there, and then go to the other side. Kind of press in, slowly put the weight on that ankle just to where it's getting a nice stretch through the ankle and the back of the lower calf. All right, and don't have to sit there too long. Don't come up too fast if this is all new to you. Okay, one more time. And let's move on to the knees. Almost done. Just knees and toes. If you've made it this far, you're amazing. I had chronic illness so bad that I could barely do this kind of stuff for 10 minutes before I was wiped out. The chronic fatigue, fibromyalgia, autoimmunity kind of stuff, panic disorder. So anything that got my heart rate going was a trigger. So anything and everything. Go walking upstairs, anything that got my heart rate going. It's getting up from lying down, called POTS, postural orthostatic tachycardia syndrome. So if you're laying down and you just get up from laying down, like I would get up from laying down, walk to the bathroom just to go, number one, and to go pee, and my heart would be, I would start to beat, and then I would panic, and then I'd have to stop going to the bathroom and run to put some water, cold, to get my vagus nerve to be activated. But anyways, that's all kinds of other videos that I'm doing. I'm talking about that stuff. So if you're struggling like that, keep in touch and follow my videos, because I'm going to go into all that kind of stuff. You don't have to do exactly what I'm doing. Just do your best. All right, some toes. You can go up on the balls of the feet and kind of shoot the knees out like this. Put your hand on something, or just do 1 foot at a time. One, and then just standing normal, and then just pressing into the toes. All right, and go back and forth on the toes, and roll over the toes a little bit, like this. Other side. And there's Jean-Claude Van Damme cat. Come here. All right, that'll do it for the warm-ups. So we're going to do a different video for the cool down. So stay tuned, and that'll be coming up next.